First and foremost, I want to give call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's all praises to the Most High God. The name is only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It's your brother, Taz upon you by Yahweh, to coming back at you through the Spirit and power Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. The subject matter of this short video is going to be validation of the Lashawan Qadash, validation of the Paleo Hebrew, man, that most of us one Westers speak, that a lot of people like to say it's made up Hebrew. That's not real Hebrew, right? Y'all would rather speak Yiddish than to speak the language of your ancestors, man, you know. But since y'all love the white man so much, guess what I did? I went and found a cracker source for all you naysayers that actually agree with the form of Hebrew that we speak, which is the authentic Hebrew, man. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. Proto-Hebrew had a single vowel. Lack of vowels is a major insufficiency of written Hebrew. Vowels could be often reconstructed from syntax, but not always, as the debates about vowelization of the words in the Bible show. Besides, even if vowels could be reconstructed, omitting them is extremely unusual. Germanic languages, for example, could be mostly read without vowels, yet vowels are written. Sumerian also recorded the vowels implicitly in its syllables. People do not learn mathematics as a set of axioms only, but also of theorems. Though people can theoretically re-engineer theorems on demand, similarly, we expect a descriptory system of written languages to be generally sufficient as is, without the need to analyze syntax to decipher vowels of every word. No descriptory system could be fully explicit. Some processing is always required, and syntax must be considered. But a descriptory system that relies on such analysis for all words is clearly not satisfactory. Vowels could be reconstructed in IE-based languages even easier than in Hebrew because of excessiveness of those languages. Yet, written languages beyond the Egyptian and West Semitic differentiate vowels even in shorthand writing. To omit the vowel is odd, unless vocalization was unessential or unambiguous. Proto-Hebrew was unambiguous. The language had a single vowel, A, which that's not right. It actually has two vowels. It's an A and an I. Yahweh, you hear the I, that's the A. Yahweh Shai, you hear the I, which is the A, and at the end, you hear the I. Okay? Which later evolved into other vowels according to the syntactical accent. Differentiation of vowels runs exactly along morphological differentiation. The creators of Proto-Hebrew used the vowel only to pronounce consonants. Those scholars understood that short intermediate sound would not do. R-E, re, is inconvenient, and D apostrophe B apostrophe R sound unpleasant. Using apostrophic sounds would have caused irregularities of D apostrophe B apostrophe apostrophe R, debir instead of debiri. No such problem arises with long A. Dabara is pleasant enough. So debir, wrong. Debiri is wrong. Dabara is accurate. Okay? Sanskrit vocalizes each consonant with a without specifically marking that sound. Hebrew likewise need not mark vowels. The only existing vowel, A, was presumed for every consonant. Okay? When writing, that's a ka right there. The Hebrews actually mean ka. It says CA, but it means KA, which I'm going to demonstrate when I pull up the actual chart. But let's get back into this word unambiguous, right? And before we get into comparing the Sanskrit and the Paleo Hebrew, because they're parallel, because they both use the that I consonant, or the A, is predominant also in the Sanskrit. In the Paleo Hebrew, the Lashawan Qadash is very parallel to it, man. It's like almost maybe 98% the same, maybe 97, 98%. But anyway, let's get into this word unambiguous, because it says Proto-Hebrew was unambiguous, right? So let's see what unambiguous means. Unambiguous, not ambiguous. Let me pull it up here. Boom. Unambiguous. Unambiguous adjective. Not open to more than one interpretation. So guess what that means? As soon as you start messing with something that's unambiguous, that makes it, when it's not original anymore, it's not Hebrew anymore. So if Hebrew is unambiguous, once you start tampering with it, adding E's, O's, V's, U's, you're adding letters that aren't there, that's not Hebrew. Okay? Remember, Proto-Hebrew is unambiguous, meaning it's not open to more than one interpretation. So if you're running around with all these different dialects, of the Hebrew, that's off, man. You got to go with the original dialect. All right? So, let's get back to the article. Matter of fact, no, I don't need that. Let's just get into it, right? So, right here, we have the Lashawan Qadash. Okay? A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, qua, ra, sha, and ta. Okay? Let's get out of that. Let's go to the Sanskrit. Here's the Sanskrit alphabet. What do we see that's similar? We see a ka, we see a ta, a pa, a ya, a sa, a ha, a ka. What else? A la, ga, da, ba, la, sa, ma, na. I mean, they have a va and then they also have a ja. But outside of that ja and that va, this is very similar to the Paleo Hebrew. Why is it similar? Because they all end with A. Most of them. In the Paleo Hebrew, you have the A and the I. Okay? So you can look this stuff up on your own. I just wanted to go ahead and bring this out for edification's sake. But let me go back to the article and let me read about the Sanskrit and the Paleo Hebrew, or the Proto-Hebrew, what we know as the Lashawan Qadash. Let me bring that out one more time before I close out. Okay, Proto-Hebrew was unambiguous. The language had a single vowel A, which later evolved into other vowels according to syntactical accent. Differentiation of vowels runs exactly along morphological differentiation. Where is that? Okay. Sanskrit vocalizes each consonant with an A without specifically marking that sound. Hebrew likewise. What does this also tell you? This is why when you look up ancient Hebrew artifacts, you're never going to see all those dots that you would see when you use your blue letter, the Blue Letter Bible, or when you use the Strongs. When you see Hebrew words that have all these added vowel points, you're never going to see that on archaeological findings. All right? Because they weren't there. Okay? Those things were added. Let me bring it out again. Sanskrit vocalizes each consonant with A, without specifically marking that sound. Hebrew likewise need not mark vowels. The only existing vowel A was presumed for every consonant. Okay? So let me just go ahead and show you one more time. As you can see on your screen, A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, qua, ra, sha, and ta. Predominantly, you hear the A. The only letter that you see there that doesn't have the A behind it is the I. All right, so the article kind of goes off on that point. It's more than one vowel. It's two. It's the A and the I. All right, and it's very similar to the Sanskrit. The Sanskrit, ma, na, va, ba, la, sa, and so on and so forth. You know, it's similar because that A is present. You know, so yeah, I think I'm gonna end right there. Lord willing, I find some more articles to, hammer the point in, about the authenticity of the Paleo Hebrew or Lashawan Qadash that the brother or the elder Ariyah brung out, years ago. That a lot of Israelites like to shun, try to say that he made it up, and they would rather use, Yiddish because the white man told them it was right. But I just used a cracker source that agrees and validates the Paleo Hebrew. All right. So with that being said, I want to give Call Halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai and say Shalom.